Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the GangZcraft server. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I am having a fantastic day, and I've been doing a little bit of work between episodes. The andesite and brownstone mix that we had here as our streets, I have done away with. I decided to swap it all out for painted cobblestone. So everything you see here, this is all painted cobblestone, which has been painted to look like brownstone using these things. And after I put it all down, I decided, you know what? I think I like it better without the andesite. So I've kind of flip-flopped and decided to just remove andesite from the mix, which means I technically probably could have just left this all as brownstone, but I do like the fact that you don't get that speed bonus at all, and you just walk at normal speed. I think that's a good thing. So I've been working on that, and I'm kind of spreading it out onto this whole little portion of, like, I guess you would call this an island. I've been kind of spreading it out over here. Do I have a sleeping bag? I do. Allow me to sleep. So that's kind of what I've been working on. The other guys in the Stanky Leg Boys have also been quite busy. So, taking a look, yeah, this was all dug out by hand. There is no quarry in this mod pack that will allow you to specifically remove areas. So there's like the mechanism quarry, there's the Ender IO quarry, but those don't actually remove blocks from the world. They just kind of like generate resources as if they were removing blocks from the world. We don't have like RF tools in this pack or something where I can say, hey, I want to clear everything from that corner to that corner and have it go away. It doesn't work like that. So Captain Q has taken a hammer and dug out this entire area with, like, I think it's called like the gigantic hammer or something. Let's just see. It's like a super hammer. It digs out a 9x9 area. I don't know exactly how it works. But either way, it digs out a really big area. And that's what he used to clear out this entire thing. He's been working on it for like 2 days. Pretty cool. Dark Fan, on the other hand, has been working on this growing lab to grow the stuff, I think to make tacos, if I remember correctly. But check out this build. This is gorgeous. Like, talk about a little bit of inspiration here. Like, this is a nice, this really has kind of a, I don't know. I like it. It's a very kind of like retro factory vibe. Like, old, it reminds me of like Industrial Revolution. Oh, and there's an area. Oh, hello. I didn't even know that was down there. Anyway, this build, I love it. It's very cool. So the Stanky Leg Boys have been up to some things. Now, for those of you who are relatively new to the GangZ group, and who this is the first GangZ series that you've followed, which honestly is probably the majority of my audience, there are multiple gangs on the server. There's the Stanky Leg Boys, which is us, but then there are some other gangs, and there is going to be a certain focus on PvP and competing against other teams for supremacy and all that other kind of stuff. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe we should probably do a little bit of scouting and try and see if we can figure out what the other teams are up to, because I don't want to be caught, unawares. I want to know what's going on. So I'm not sure which. Whoa. Okay, turret protected area. You are entering a turret protected area. Continue at your own risk. So we want to do a little scouting. I would also really like to not die in the process. This is actually just the generated village, I think. So whose is this? Is there a sign anywhere? Ooh. What's up here? Random stuff. So this is somebody's house. Overlooking things. Oh, okay. This is the barn. So this is the vintage fidget spinners. That's their That's their gang name, going for that YouTube clickbait with the fidget spinners. More power to them, I guess. But looking around, things are shooting. And I'm lagging. Okay. We're fine. We're okay. Things were shooting at me, though, which I really don't want to get shot by a turret. So is it the farms outside? Oh, boy. Where are these turrets that are shooting at me? I don't know. And what are these? Core rail pillar from Quark. Or Quark extension? Interesting. I do want to kind of peek around here, though, and just kind of see what they're up to. I'm not going to take anything. I don't want them to know that I was here. I'm not the type to leave a calling card, so to speak, or at least not just yet. Maybe eventually we'll leave a little bit of something. But I do want to look around. This looks like it's just mines. I want to see whose base is the best of the bases so far. Yeah, this is just mines down here. Nothing I care about. Okay, so let's head back. They had a little bit of machinery up here. I just kind of want to get a glance. Got their storage drawers. Oh, they got the refined storage system all set up as well. Okay. Okay. Turret protected area. Yeah, you know what? Oh, and this is the chicken. I think this was Vortak who was working on this. Maybe it was Sarkaz? I don't remember. It was in the chat. I think it was Vortak, but don't quote me on it. But this is a very highly detailed chisels and bits build. Like, look at this. Look at all the chisels and bits in here to get that roof shape and all this other kind of stuff. Some cool stuff. I am thinking, I know I said I didn't want to leave a calling card, but I think I have changed my mind just a little bit. I kind of want to leave a little bit of a calling card. And there we go. Calling card left. I did disassemble their fidget spinner logo, and I did leave it all here so they can easily reassemble it. I don't want to mess things up. I just want to let them know that I was here, or rather that the Stanky Leg Boys were here and that we are watching. That's kind of the important thing. It's a little bit more about that, it's more about like asserting dominance than it is about messing up their stuff, if that makes sense. I think that's kind of an important thing. So that's one base. Now, we need to find the other base, and honestly, I have no idea. Oh, actually, I bet it's this one right up here? Due north? Maybe? Let's see. That looked promising. I mean, I saw walls and stuff. Although maybe this isn't it. Oliver, I have no permission to do... You have no permission to do this in this colony. Okay. So this is something. I'm not sure what this is. Mine colonies. Okay. Well, there's some tents and stuff over here. Interesting. I don't know. This must not be the base. All right. Well, I'm going to keep looking around until I find the last remaining base, and then I'll be back. I think I found something. This looks very promising. If this is the base of the last remaining team, this would be the base of the OPB, the Oozing Pus Buckets. Yes, that is their actual name. They chose it. Personally, I think the Stanky Leg Boys is a much better name. But I'm seeing security cameras. I'm seeing some structures on the outside. Water wheels? Anything in these caves? Not really. And then there's an elevator here. Like, this is definitely a thing. Looks like mostly machinery. Ah, and of course, all the chickens. Yes, 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 okay. I should really make sure that Oh, did we? Ah, here we go, baubles. I should really make sure my magnet is turned off for this whole thing, so I'm not accidentally picking up a bunch of their junk, because I don't want it. Yeah, okay, so basically just a bunch of farms up here. Doesn't look like anything too important. Go up again? Nothing. Go up again? And looks like this is just snow and a couple of mechanism windmills. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something here. Ah, this might be it. Is that granite? That is granite. Okay. And then we got our storage drawers array. Lots of storage. Not the AFK facility, but thy, and it's not facility either, thy AFK facility. Okay, we'll go with it. What's down here, though? I definitely spy a little something. Now this looks like a thing. Oh, yeah. We got stuff all over their base. Or they have stuff all over their base. I'm seeing, looks like power gen over here using dynamos. Got the refined storage, auto crafting setup, couple more farms. Some immersive engineering stuff. What's... I can't actually see what's in those fluid tanks. Growing all sorts of things. Lots of immersive engineering stuff. That's become a very popular mod. Factory block. That's an interesting texture. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen that texture before. I actually kind of like it. It looks sort of amazing. But yeah, this is definitely a base. This has got to be the Oozing Pus Buckets. Unless this, I mean, I suppose this could technically be like one person. But that would be very surprising to me. What's this? A steam dynamo that's apparently powering nothing? Yeah, that's powering nothing. Maybe they came down here initially. It looks like this is just their mines and stuff. Okay. Okay, so I think, honestly, from like a looks standpoint, a design standpoint, I'm really liking the way that our base is looking compared to the other teams. It looks like we have done a lot more. I mean, I think, to be honest, if I'm being entirely honest, I kind of have Captain Q and Darkfan to thank for that, because I have done some stuff, but they've really been the ones who've been putting in the hard work, so that's the thing. But the other teams, their bases are looking pretty good too. And they definitely have some stuff going. Like, they're growing things over here. They've got chickens upstairs, farms, all sorts of craziness going on. I think we need to leave another calling card. And, you know, honestly, this time it'll be a little bit faster because I have templates. So we're going to go placement. And I think we'll just put it like right there seems pretty good. Maybe we throw another one like up there. Oh, I need the bit bag. Yeah. Okay. So maybe like one up here. You know, they're just tagging their base a little bit. I'm sure they won't mind. These will be easy to remove. But just a little bit. Just let them know that we're around. I think it's a good idea. Just a thought. You know. The other one, I'm going to leave it right there because I know how much work they put into that barn. And I know that he will certainly go and take a look at that barn and look at it in... You know how it is when you go and you, like, admire your work? I know that's going to be a thing that's going to continue to happen, so the SLB logo over there will definitely get noticed. But anyway, I'm going to head back to base, and we should probably get a little bit of work done of our own in this episode, so I will meet you back there. All right, guys, I am back at the Stanky Leg Boys base, and I want to do a little bit of work on this area that I have been paving. And I'm not going to do most of it on camera because, let's be honest, it's not amazing to see me just place down all of these pavement blocks, but I want to kind of show you guys how I've been doing it. So I want to kind of keep this same organic shape that the terrain was in before I showed up and decided to, pave paradise and put up a parking lot, so to speak. So we're going to do our best to kind of maintain that. I think we're going to bring this over like right here. Yeah. So what I've been doing is marking out the edges like so, right? And then coming back and hollowing this whole thing out and filling it in and then doing the texture variation and all that kind of stuff. So we'll just do this little chunk right here together, and then I'll do the rest of it off camera, I think. So let's go here, and then we come in with these painted cobblestone blocks. They look like the brownstone, but they're actually painted cobblestone. And that way we can get the look without getting the effect, without getting that speed boost at all, which is good. So then we come back here, and we just kind of randomly knock out various blocks as we see fit, like so. Maybe we replace some of those with these guys instead, right? And then we come back again, and we do basically the same thing, but with a different set of blocks. So this time we'll use the regular brownstone, right? And we're just trying to get this nice texture mix. Now, another thing to keep in mind as I'm doing this is that we don't want to have to jump when we're going, let's do that, and then here. And we don't want to have to jump as we're going up and down this. So we need slabs, and this is the biggest reason that I wanted to show you how I'm doing this, because there is a mod that I have been using that we haven't looked at yet. So let's just grab this bag right here, and I'm just gonna put like all of these over there. That'll do. And then is this my building bag? Yes, good. Okay, so I'm gonna take a chisel, and we've got some brownstone. Let's just chisel, let's actually chisel just a little bit, about 10 of each. So the regular brownstone we want to chisel those, and then we want this brownstone, and we want that brownstone. There's a mod in this pack called Architecture Craft. Some of you who've seen me play other mod packs might remember this mod from like FTB Beyond, or some of that other kind of stuff. And it basically will allow you to make slabs of all the things, which is super fantastic. You need an architect's saw bench. And if we look at Architecture Craft, the recipe is like so. Circular saw, pretty easy. Large pulley, pretty easy. And then just some iron and wood. So basically you need iron and wood to make it, and then you can make slabs of all the things. So that'll work out really well for us. And then we can take these slabs like so. I'm not sure which of these. Yeah, okay. So we got them in the right order. Good, good, good. And then we'll just kind of come along this edge here, and we'll say, let's just kind of mix these up. We still want to have that that same kind of organic shape, but we want to mix in some other textures as well. So maybe here we do one of those, here, 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 and there. You know, something along those lines. We're just trying to kind of get that all in place so that when you're running along here, you don't have to jump. You can just go straight up and down. So let's just kind of do a little bit more of this. There we go. One here. Maybe there. Actually, let's do this as a polished one. Polished here. Regular brownstone there. Polished. Polished. Something along those lines should work. And the idea, as I said, you can just come up and down without any problem. So that's how you get the slabs, or that's how I'm getting the slabs for Architecture Craft, because normally you can't do that. They don't have a slab or stair recipe, but using Architecture Craft, you can very easily make those. So that's not, that's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And we can do something like that as well to just mix that up a little bit. But that looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do the rest of the island. There's not a whole lot of it left, but I'm going to get the rest of this done, and then I'll come back. Okay, I think I have finished it up. It's all good. We've got the whole side. I mean, obviously our village is divided into two sides. We have this one over here, and then we have this one right here. And this side, this island, is done. Well, not done. Like, we still have more building to do over here as far as detailing out these structures and probably adding a couple more. We'll probably put like one over here and one over on this side. But as far as paving it, we're done. It's complete. We're good. We're going to have to come up with a nice bridge design. Also, I believe this is Jenny's. I think this is Generic's little house. But he has a separate base that is elsewhere. And this needs to go. Like, all of these above ground structures need to go, except for maybe Jenny's coffee shop. Jenny Buck's coffee delivery. I think the coffee delivery can totally stay, but this house needs to go to make room for the other stuff. So we're going to leave him some signs. Let's just grab a couple and we'll say, notice. I'm going to put the sign right over the door and we'll say, eviction notice. And then we'll put it over here. This house has been seized by eminent domain. You have 7 days to vacate the premises. Sincerely, the SLB government. I'll send him a message on Discord. I'm sure he'll be fine with it. If he really does want to keep it up and running, like, we'll figure something out, but we'll leave the sign. That's a little more fun. Anyway, guys, I think that is going to do it for today's episode of GangZcraft. I hope you enjoyed it. We did a little bit of scouting the other bases, left our calling card there to let him know that we had been around, and we did a little bit of work over here on this area as well. So unfortunately, I am out of time for this one. My friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it. It really helps out my channel. Make sure you check out all the other streamers and YouTubers on the GangZcraft server. Links in the description. There's some really fantastic ones there. You're missing out if you're not at least giving them a try. As for me, links to my social media in the description as well. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.